5.
We're here with Sylvie Cazes at Pichon Longueville Comtesse de Lalande. It is the end of July 2012, and we see a lot of renovations going on. And also, we're tasting some of the wines. Sylvie, the 2011 is the most Cabernet ever.
Yes, for the first time we have only 8% Merlot, with a very high proportion of Cabernet Sauvignon and the Cabernet Franc as well, which was very good in 2011. Actually, in the past few years, since the Rousseau family has bought the property, we have decided to, when we replant and when the soil is good for Cabernet Sauvignon, to replant with more Cabernet Sauvignon. So in the ground there's more Cabernet Sauvignon, but also this year in the blend there is more Cabernet Sauvignon. We decided on purpose to only make 40% of the Grand Vin, in order to be able to really concentrate on the best vats, and those were mostly Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc. And so we put aside some of the Merlot vats, which we thought were not as concentrated as we wanted to be, because we wanted the density in this 2011 vintage. We wanted to have quite some density, and we still want to keep the real style of Pichon Lalande with silky tannins. So we had the extractions were moderate, and really we tried and make wines with brown tannins, silky tannins, exactly in the style. But still avoiding this year, I mean, a great part of the Merlot, which we thought was not concentrated enough.
Because in 2010 you have a good amount of Merlot, although not as much as in 2008.
That's right.
Yeah. And so because all the literature about Pichon Longueville Comtesse de Lalande has been, they have a high percentage of Merlot to give you that sensuality. Are you in the future thinking, well, you could have that sensuality with, you don't necessarily have to have that much Merlot?
No, I think you can have, the sensuality or the style of Pichon is definitely a factor of a few things. First, the soil, definitely, and the soil we're not going to change. Then we will definitely go towards a little higher proportion of Cabernet Sauvignon, but slowly replacing one plot after another, and sometimes not replacing when the soil is really fit for Merlot. But in the past they had planted a lot of Merlot because even in some parts good for Cabernet Sauvignon, just because in the old days, very old days before the war, then it was much better to have Edouard Miaille at the time had planted some Merlot, because the Merlot was ripening more easily. So if you wanted quantity of good production, then you usually put more Merlot. That was clever at the time. But now today it's not. Things are different. We know how to emphasize the maturity of Cabernet Sauvignon, and also the weather is warm, and we have a great maturation of Cabernet Sauvignon. So definitely, whenever the soil permits it, then we would plant Cabernet Sauvignon slowly and regularly. And then in the blend, then it will depend on the year. If we think we have great Merlot and that it enhances this silkiness, this sensuality, as you say, then we will definitely add some Merlot. If we think the Merlot lightens the wine instead of really giving it this texture, then of course we will put a little less in the blend.
Great, thank you.